Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss an important method to find out the complete solution, that is known as variation of a parameter method. So, solution of second order ordinary differential equation by a method of variation of parameters. In a previous classes we observed to get a general solution we used different methods. If the given equation is non-homogeneous, we calculated a complementary function which itself was a general solution. If the given differential equation is non-homogeneous, then we used the type 1, type 2, type 3 concepts where we observed the differential equation if pi of x is exponential, d being replaced by a. If pi of x is trigonometric, d square being replaced by minus a square. If pi of x was polynomial, there we used division method to get a particular integral. Here, this method is most important method because there are many examples which cannot be solved by previous methods. So they can be solved by this method. For example, exponential type 1, trigonometric type 2, but we observed in trigonometric functions only sine and cos will be entertained. If anything comes other than sine and cos like tan, cot, sec and anything, that method cannot be applied. But those examples can be solved by this method, that is called as method of variation of parameter. So let us understand what this method indicates. This method is based on a complementary function of a given differential equation which we are going to calculate. So that complementary function will be treated as a complete solution. How? In a complementary function we will be getting results like, if this is a second order differential equation, we will be getting a complementary function like this, c1y1 plus c2 y2, where c1 and c2 are arbitrary constants. So these c1 and c2 will be replaced by a of x and b of x. Then it becomes complementary function is equal to a of x y1 plus b of x y2. This complementary function itself, it will be taken as a complete solution y. Okay, but when it is possible? After calculating a of x and b of x. What is a of x and b of x? A and b are the functions of x which were replaced in place of c1 and c2 which were arbitrary constants. Means arbitrary constants will be replaced by a function of x. So it is called as variation of a parameters. c1 and c2 were parameters initially. These parameters are replaced by a and b new parameters. So it is called as making some changes in a parameter. So variation in a parameter. So it is called as variation of a parameters method. Then after getting this, we need to calculate a and b. How to get a and b? For that there is a formula. A can be calculated by using integration, that is minus y2 pi of x divided by w with respect to x plus k1. B of x can be calculated by using the relation y1 into pi of x divided by w with respect to x plus k2. Now the question comes, what is y1 and y2 here? Y1 and y2 will be taken from the complete solution, or we can call it as a complementary function. From here we will be taking y1 and y2. Then pi of x is the given example, RHS of the given example, which will be the function of x. Then w is nothing but Wronskian of a function y1 and y2. How this w can be calculated? This w can be calculated by using a determinant. It is nothing but a determinant. W is nothing but a determinant of y1, y2 and its derivatives y1 dash, y2 dash. If you take this determinant value, then y1 into y2 dash minus y1 dash into y2, you can see here. So w is equal to y1 into y2 dash minus y2 into y1 dash. This is called as Wronskian of y1 and y2. But there is a condition. This w should not be equal to 0 if y1 and y2 are independent. In the beginning, very first class, we studied the complementary function y1 and y2 are independent functions. So w should not be equal to 0. If w becomes 0, our value of a and b will become infinity. Then entire function, the solution leads towards infinity. So because of that, we should not take w should equal to 0. Okay. Then after calculating with the help of y1, y2, pi of x and w, after integrating we will be getting a and b. So these a and b values to be substituted back in equation number 1. And then equation number 1 will be this, and this is called as a complete solution of a differential equation. Let me explain the working procedure for this, what to do. One function will be given which will be in the form f of dy is equal to pi of x. Then we need to calculate this. We need to get its auxiliary equation, roots. After getting the roots, we need to calculate complementary function. After getting complementary function like this, in this complementary function, we should assume this complementary function is a complete solution by replacing C1 and C2 by A and B, where C1 and C2 were the arbitrary constants and A and B will be the functions of x. So arbitrary constant changed to arbitrary function of x. So this is called as variation of a parameters. Then we need to compute y1, y2, y3, y4. y1 and y2 we can obtain from here. Then y1 dash, y2 dash. So derivative of this. Then keep it under the determinant, or else use this relation directly. In this relation we will be getting y1 y2 dash minus y2 y1 dash is nothing but the value of w, that is Wronskian. Then substitute all these values in the formula of a and b and integrate, then we will be getting the value of a and b. Then these values to be substituted in assumed form of complementary function or complete solution to get a complete solution. So this is the working procedure to calculate, to obtain the solution. So let us take one example. Example says solve by method of variation of a parameter y double dash plus a square y is equal to sec ax. Now the question is, they say solve, and name is also mentioned by using the method of variation of parameter. For time being, if you forget this method is mentioned, then only if they say solve, then is it possible to solve by using previous concepts which we have studied? No doubt. Here this sec ax is trigonometric, but it is not of sine and cos format. Other than that, so it is not possible to solve by previous methods. So only the way is method of variation of parameters that has to be calculated. First let us write this equation as d square plus a square of y is equal to sec ax. Then let us take auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is m square plus a square equal to 0. Therefore the roots are m is equal to plus or minus ai. If these are the roots, then we will be getting a complementary function as c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax. We can see this is our complementary function. But in the complementary function, what we do, we'll replace c1 and c2 by a and b. This is called as variation of a parameter, from a parameter of arbitrary constants to a parameter of functions. Then if we replace this, then what happens? Then this cf we will be taking it as a function y. then it is C1 will be replaced by A of x cos ax plus B of x into sin. This we call it as equation number 1. This equation number 1 represents a complete solution. It represents a complete solution where A of x and B of x are the functions of x which are to be calculated now, which are to be found. How to get the values of A and B? So let us take A of x is equal to, by using the formula. But in the formula we observed we need W. We can see here the calculation of A and B, we need W. So before calculating this we will go through a formula of W. What is W? W is nothing but y1 into y2 dash minus y2 into y1 dash. So let us take what is y1 and y2 here. Y1 is nothing but cos ax, y2 is nothing but sin ax. Then y1 dash will be differentiation of this, that is minus a into sin ax, and y2 dash will be a differentiation of that is a into cos ax. Okay, so let us substitute these values to get W. Then W is equal to y1. What is y1? Cos ax into y2 dash, that is a into cos ax, minus y2, that is sin ax into y1 dash, that is minus a into sin ax. Therefore W is equal to cos into cos square. Okay, then it is a into cos square ax minus of minus plus a into sin square ax. From here if we take a common, then sin square plus cos square is equal to 1. Therefore W is equal to a, and which is not equal to 0. Therefore the value of Wronskian is a here. Okay, so let us go to calculation of A of x and B of x. The formula for A of x is minus integration of y2 into pi of x divided by W with respect to x plus k1, and B of x is equal to integration of y1 into pi of x divided by W with respect to x plus k2. Okay, so let us take A of x is equal to minus into, here we can see y2 is nothing but sin ax into pi of x. Pi of x is nothing but the pi of x from the given example is what? Pi of x is equal to sec ax. Okay, so right here sec ax divided by W, that is a, with respect to x plus k1. Therefore first you simplify everything, then we go for integration. So minus integration of this sin ax into this sec can be written as 1 by cos ax, this divided by a. So what we do, we'll take this 1 divided by a constant, keep it out, with respect to x plus k1. Therefore it is minus 1 divided by a into integration of sin by cos is tan ax with respect to x plus k1. Therefore a of x becomes minus 1 divided by a into, now what is integration of tan ax? Integration of tan ax is log of sec ax divided by a. Log of sec ax divided by a, but a into a it becomes a square plus k1. Okay, so this is the value of a. Similarly, let us calculate the value of b. B of x is equal to integration of y1 is nothing but cos ax into pi of x is nothing but sec ax divided by the value of w is a, that with respect to x plus constant k2. Therefore b of x is equal to 1 divided by a, I'll keep it out, then integration of this is cos ax, and sec can be written as 1 by cos ax with respect to x plus k2. Cos get cancelled, therefore it becomes 1 by a into integration of 1 with respect to x plus k2, which is nothing but x by a. Therefore b of x is equal to x divided by a plus constant k2. So like this we got the value of a as well as the value of b. Then substitute these values of a and b in equation number 1. Therefore equation number 1 becomes, substitute in equation number 1, then equation number 1 becomes y is equal to a of x. The value of a of x is minus log of sec ax divided by a square plus k1 that into cos ax plus b of x is x by a plus k2 that into sin ax. Then if you take its continuation, the continuation will come like this. Y is equal to take a group multiplication, but whenever we take a group multiplication, first we'll write down the constant multiplications. So it is k1 into cos ax from this group, and from here I'll be taking k2 into sin ax. Okay, next cos ax into this, so that is minus log of sec ax divided by a square into cos ax plus then x by a into sin ax. So x sin ax by a. So this is the general solution, or we call it as a complete solution of the given example. Thank you.